The Surfing Violinist presents the Holly Volley One Take. Today, Swades. Swades is a drama about national pride that cares about grassroots change instead of magic wand big government transformation. Swades is a drama with musical elements, and on that basis we give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. When comparing Swades to films of similar genres, I'd put it above Rung de Basanti, being that the film is more constructive, choosing science and infrastructure over murder as a recommended revolutionary act. I put it below Hazaron Kwashe Esi in terms of films about social change at the village level, although Swades gives us a more positive look, it has some real problems in tonal consistency that we'll talk about in a bit. And I'd put it on par with Tare Zameen Par, almost. I think Tare Zameen Par actually wins on the whole, but the two films are comparable in many ways and both have something constructive to say about the issues they raise. When it comes to strengths, the film has great message about development that finds a third path between cultural advancement and preserving heritage. The speech SRK gives at one of the village meetings was the newsroom speech before it was cool. It's actually a more level-headed speech than the rant we get from Aaron Sorkin via Jeff Daniels in the newsroom. And the Ye Jo Dese Hai Tera song montage is for anyone, even non-Indians who have fallen in love with some aspect of India, is enough to feel like a call. Bharat mein kuch kuch hota hai. Truly, something is happening in India, and it's not just a love story. It's a blending of old and new, and trying to find something sustainable and real and in touch with the earth and different communities, and Swades gives a peek into that kind of change. The whole sequence involving the boat ride and what Shah Rukh finds at the renters' village really works and hits at the type of national pride we should all have, concern for our fellow citizen and human. Number 2 is Shah Rukh himself. He's good here. Whenever people complain about his acting ability, this movie? So there are moments of cheese, one scene in particular that we'll get to in a moment, but it's more the fault of the script than his performance. Please quit with the Bollywood actors can't hang nonsense. They really are good. The industry is just stuck in a rut because the same old nonsense keeps making money, and anytime they take a risk, no one seems to watch. Number 3 is yet again the music. I cannot tell you how many times I bust into Yun Hi Chala Chal, and as I already mentioned, if Ye Jo Dese Hai Tera isn't the timeless classic, I don't know what is. When it comes to areas of improvement, Gayatri Joshi's character is just not quite fully realized. It was her first role, but I don't blame her. I feel like the character just feels like a type. She's supposed to be acerbic while being attractive, but she just comes off unrelatable for the first act or so. I just didn't buy her character for most of the film. Some chemistry gets going in the second act, but then loses almost all of its steam with that sudden about-face damsel in distress moment goodbye, which was way too masala for this film in my opinion. Her introduction in the bookstore scene is just painful. I really hate the bumbling SRK scenes in films. They feel like they're trying so hard to make him look relatable, but they just don't work. SRK's character is one of the most successful guys in his field on Earth. He's a natural communicator, but we're supposed to buy this sudden smitten stupidity scene. And the chance encounter with this woman is just absurd. It's Delhi for crying out loud. Finally, the film's masala trappings just make it feel uneven. It's not a masala film, but the connective tissue feels masala, and it detracts from the film. I'm not talking about Yun Hi Chala Chal here. I'm talking about the little things like the bookstore scene. I'm talking about how pristine and clean everything looks in the village. It's like Disney's version of what an Indian village should look like. In the Ram Leela play, there's a moment when Ravan closes his eyes, opens them, and an arrow appears in his hand? What is that? This is a live event. Why use camera trickery? It's just out of place. These kind of things are fine in a more intentionally masala film, but feel glaringly out of place here. On the Omoto Chronometer, I give this film an XD. What are your thoughts about Swades? And what films from within Bollywood or from elsewhere do you think compare with Swades? And if you haven't seen our Bollywood and Delhi edition of American Indian, click on the video on the right to do so. This month's episode of American Indian is all about our family's experience of this year's festival season and has gone live for Patreon supporters of the channel. If you would like to get early access, click the link to our Patreon page. For as little as $1 a month, you can get that early access. Until next time, keep watching movies with an open mind and help us find the best of what Indian cinema has to offer.